Okay, guys. So we have Arun Sharma again. But today, Arun did not take up cat. He's basically roaming around all over the place, telling people how cat was. But the good part about Arun is that since he has seen so many cats across different eras, difficulty level, etc., just by figuring out what are the reactions of students, he will be able to figure out. He will be able to tell everyone, what is
Yeah, but
the
sometimes
analysis, etc.
I mean, these are basically very informed
Guesses.
estimates, which can be on the border of guesstimates. So you can be totally off with
I
unless
mean,
if
you
I
can be
solve
off,
a paper
but
for 2 hours or 3 hours, I get a feel of exactly what difficulty it was. But if I've not solved it, I really have to be on second hand vitamins, so to say.
so what has been the thing that you are getting from your students, mentors that you deal with,
So
sources,
I
etc.?
think more or less, the VARC, if you look at the verbal ability and reading comprehension, let's go section wise. It's been similar to the feel that the 2019 paper had. A lot of closed options. You're not very sure of ye mark karegi wo kare. Very lot of options depending on one word or two words here or there. Unlike the 2017-18, which was slightly straighter in terms of this thing, especially the RC part. And we anyway with the Tita thing, it's gone unpredictable nowadays, especially parajumbles and odd man out.
Do you
So
think there is a point of giving those odd, I mean, Tita question parajumbles? I mean, it's taken the charm out of solving parajumbles, right?
I mean, parajumble used to be the strongest, easiest thing to get correct earlier,
Yes. Yeah.
and now suddenly it has become one of the toughest to
It's
do.
become a lottery, right?
It's become a lottery, and even if you get everything correct, you still go wrong
Yeah.
in the question because the one place one statement goes here or there,
Mhm.
and you got wrong. So it's very difficult to get it absolutely correct. So especially if it's five sentences, four sentences, तभी भी आप कर सकते हो. But anyway, so I think the VRC feel was very much like the 2019 paper. So as we were discussing offline before we started this, we went live. So there are two parameters on which we are looking at what should be a good score. So one is the feel was pretty much similar to the 2019 paper. That means, I mean, I look at it this way: कि if you pick up 10 questions from CAT 20 and put it into the 2019 paper, and you do the opposite from 2019 to the 2020 paper, will you feel the difference between the two papers? So if it does not change it's like there are two
It's like
bottles
almost
of
like
water you have
sampling,
got.
right? I mean, like.
One is hot water and the other is cold water. If you put cold water into the hot water, you'll feel the difference on that side and this side both. So if the paper, if the temperature is the same, that means you got the same feel on both in both the bottles. So VRC pretty much I think has the same feel, which means that with the same feel, but one aspect which I heard was that the passages were lengthier. So solving feel was same, but the passages are lengthier. So I think lengthier passages end up giving you a bearish outlook to this thing. So the two logics on which you put the number of this thing. One is the two-third logic, which is time has gone to two-thirds. The other is that questions have not gone to two-thirds. Questions are around 70% of the previous questions. 26 questions, कितना हो जाएगा? 70
it's almost 76, 75% of the previous questions.
It's not
No, no, no.
70.
I'm talking for the overall paper, it's
It's
75%.
75, but we are, see, if you look section wise,
Okay.
34 का 26 हुआ है. 34 का 26 हुआ है, तो 70% value will be at around
So,
25.8. So it's around
yes.
70% only.
Yeah.
So by these two logics, the score should go down to around two-thirds, 66 to 70%. So if last year a 70 75 was a good range of score, तो उसका two-thirds कर दो तो 45 50 आता है. But then the length of the passages has a bearish effect on that number. So it'll push it down by around 5 7 marks. So my
Okay.
prediction was, and I'm taking a broader based prediction, 35 to 45 would be the 99 percentile range,
Okay.
97 to 99 percentile range.
Okay.
That would be the band. 35 to 45 would be the 97 to 99 percentile range. Right. So I mean, these predictions, the larger your band is, the safer you are. So I would take the 97 to 99 percentile range at 35 to 45, because
Okay.
I'll put it a little bit down below the two-thirds or the 70% logic. It'll have a bearish impact. especially because of the number of the length of the passages. Because if you have four last year's passages, agar dekho, so they were mostly four paragraphs, four short paragraphs by 600 words. So when it becomes an 800-word paragraph and you still have only four questions on it, so when it becomes 800-word passage, you are increasing the reading time by around 33% from 600 words.
Okay.
And if the reading time originally was 5 minutes, now the reading time will go to around 6.5, 7 minutes. So 2 minutes you're losing there, and on two passages you lose 4 minutes, which is effectively at the end, at the back end, will shave off two attempts from your verbal or whatever. One RC passage gets shaved off or whatever it is.
Okay.
So that's why I would put a bearish trend on the 60 to 66 to 70 band of last year's score. का bearish aspect में डालूंगा. So I would still think the number of questions being 70% does not affect it so much. It's still, I would still peg it at 66%. तो 66% अगर रखते हो तो 75 का 50 होता है, 72 का I think what was the 99 percentile? Do you have any?
Which one for
last
this
year?
year?
72 was 99 percentile. Verbal.
Just hold on. I have to open my sheets out. I think last year. Hold on. I don't want to be wrong with this. Again, I'm talking scaled scores. Last year, verbal 99 percentile was about 59% or almost 60 marks in the actual exam.
The 60 marks was 99%. 70
last year.
70 was around 99.
70 marks was around 70 marks was around 99.5. Yeah.
99.5 ना. हाँ, तो 60 to 70 band was where. So 65 marks का अगर चलते हैं कि safe 99 है, तो उसका 2/3 करोगे तो 40-45 के रेंज में आता है. उसको थोड़ा bearish trend डाल दो, तो in the range of 35-40, 42 would be a good range for the 97 to 99 band for verbal.
Okay.
And
another question, I mean, which we discussed before I go to the next slot, is basically a next
this is for both slots.
For both slots. I mean, are you seeing that there is any difference between the two slots?
VRC, I think the feel was same in both slots. That's what I have heard.
Okay. And okay, fine. Let's go to LRDI. I thought the first slot people said, at least the first reaction that I got from people was LRDI was easier. Okay, but then I also discounted it a little bit because the people who gave me that information scored reasonably well in their mocks, which is there. So that's why I discounted initially, right? Then some people told me that LRDI is actually tiring or taxing a little bit over there. What has been your feel? I know second slot has been more difficult than first.
Yeah, my first slot impression was that the questions were straighter. It was more reasoning than DI. So you are only solving one kind of question. And there are a lot of set theory questions. So people who practice set theory well will actually max it quite a bit. So if you look at LRDI earlier papers, 1 hour, 4 sets would be a good 99 percentile attempt earlier. So that would bring it down to 2.6, 2.7 sets this year. So that is where a decent score would be. I mean, you cannot really pinpoint the exact 99 because 2 lakh people are giving the exam. There's so many variables which are involved there. But again, you think bearish or bullish from there. So 2/3 will make it to 2.66 sets. But if the paper was straight, which I think it was, based on my reports also, first lot, so it will take it a little bit above 2.66. So three sets would be where it would be. So basically, देखो 3-4 attempt का ही फर्क पड़ता है. Tough, very tough paper to great to very easy paper. मतलब CAT, as far as it's a CAT level paper, वो बैंक पीओ का पेपर बना दिया तब तो बहुत फर्क पड़ जाएगा. But
I don't think they can afford to make it a bank PO paper.
No, they can't. Yeah, that's because something I was very clear about right from the start. This year also कि बैंक पीओ थोड़ी बना देंगे उसको. तो 100 question भी होता तो I would not say that you'll score 80% of last year's score.
That is true.
Because there's a limit to the time, and if the CAT is a 2-minute per question exam for the toppers, right, 180 minutes, and people like me would solve 90 questions last year. So I was attempting one every 2 minutes. So it will not suddenly become 1.5 minute per question exam. Because even last year I was trying, when anybody solving would be trying to do it to the best of his ability. So unless so 1.5 minute होने का chance तभी होता है जब वो bank view exam हो जाता है. So that obviously they are not going to fall to. So within the CAT band there's an easy paper and there's a tough paper. So 3-4 questions का difference पड़ता है उसमें. So I would peg around 3 sets as three good sets where you have maybe if one of them was a 6-question set that you cracked it, so then 14 questions then would be great attempt in DLR in the first slot. But the second slot, the story changed quite a bit because everything was inferential. I heard reports of a four set question which had 10 clues in a logical DI question. And you know that ultimately in logical DI, you have to use all the clues.
That's true.
There are 10 clues. It is straight away 10, 12, 15 steps question. So 15 steps for 4 questions is way too many. They're asking you to do too much. And under pressure.
That is like an R&D question, right? You should not be even thinking about that question.
No, but you went to the second, the other ones are also equally tough. That's what I heard.
Okay.
There was just one set in the second slot that was doable out of the 5. That's what my.
So you're saying it's almost like CAT 2017 slot 1.
Other word doable. Yeah, CAT 2017 slot 2. Or the other way you can look at it is 2017, 18, 19, 6 slots के papers में से toughest sets निकाल दो और उसको CAT 20 में डाल दो. You'll get the same feel. So all the sets were tough. Maybe one doable set. But there were no. Just if you look at CAT 19 paper, there are a lot of sets which are 7-minute sets and 6-minute sets, which a good solver would get through in 6-7 minutes, 8 minutes. But इस साल apparently slot 2 में नहीं है. Slot 1 में आया है वैसे, but slot 2 it has not been there.
Okay.
Slot 1 में I heard that there were 2 sets which you could do in 7-8 minutes reasonably if you're one of the top guys. So I think that is how I would place slot 2 DI. So वो 2.66 को bearish डालोगे तो two sets would be where it would be. So if you've done 2.25 sets in slot 2, so I would think it's a good attempt. 10 11 questions is really good.
Okay.
So, and I got my feedback from some really good people, 99 percentile last year. And they wanted to go to ABC, so they wanted to improve. So they were getting good scores in their mocks, etc. Net scores 120, 130 वाले लोगों से भी बात किया मैंने, and they also could not do more than 12 questions in the DLR. उसमें भी they said that we are not very sure of 2-3 questions. Panic हो गया तो guess कर दिए and all those things. So 10-12 attempts is pretty decent, I guess, in that. Three sets, अगर 2.5 sets कर लियो, so that's pretty decent. And say 1 6-question set and 1 4-question set. If you do, so you're done pretty well in 40 minutes in slot 2.
Okay.
So if I look at this thing, I was on the MBA Universe chat. So I pegged my 99 percentile, 97 to 99 band for the slot 1 as 33 to 38, and for slot 2 I pegged it 5 marks below, so somewhere between 28 to 33. That's what I was thinking, but of course you can be off by a couple of marks here and there because there's so many variables involved, and you have not seen the paper.
That's true. Yeah. That's it. And maths, how is maths going on? Because
I think almost same to the 2019 feel. I don't think it went above to 2018 level, and I don't think it deteriorated to the 2017 level also in terms of the ease of the question paper.
I think the biggest thing was people ran out of time because of the number of questions. There are 26 questions to be attempted.
One factor होता है 40 minutes में you don't have recovery time.
Yeah.
So in 60 minutes, a lot of people recover from a bad question or a bad, especially DILR or verbal.
DILR, it's very much the case, but maths maybe yes, there is.
The CAT 18, I got 100 percentile in DI without solving a single question in the first 15 minutes. So I had a bad first 15 minutes, and then I recovered. I reminded myself, "तुम Arun Sharma, तुम solve कर रहे हो, क्या के लिए डरे हो question से?" And I started solving. I went to 100 percentile in 45 minutes because I had that recovery time. इस साल recovery time नहीं रहता वो. A lot of people have that problem. So it's like a T20 match. If you have 5 bad overs, you're gone.
That's true.
So उसका एक bearish outcome तो हो गई exam score.
And what about maths? In maths also you're saying that is going to be a lesser
bearish trend. Maths उतना bearish नहीं, because maths is pretty much you're taking up one question at a time and doing it. So 40 minutes का feel or 60 minutes.
You can directly project it downwards.
You can directly project it downwards. So 66% of last year's score. तो अगर लास्ट ईयर फॉर आई थिंक 65 के रेंज में अच्छा 98 99 था, if I remember correctly.
Last year quant 99 was about 65 66. Yeah.
So 2/3 of that makes it 44. An upward shift by a couple of marks because of the fact that
It's 2 hours lesser.
Huh.
Okay.
More questions you
More
have.
questions plus I mean you
Affordable
have
is
lesser
more
time, so matlab stamina problem, so whatever you want to add that.
लेकिन I don't think top 1% को stamina problem होता है.
Okay.
Stamina problem 80 percentile से 75 percentile वाले लोग को ज्यादा होता है.
Okay.
तो I don't think मेरे को तो कभी stamina problem नहीं हुआ है last 25 साल में CAT देते समय. I can give a couple of hours more after 3 hours also. So because you are just reacting to the questions that come in front of you.
That's true.
And if you learn how to live in the moment, which the top guys know to do, so they don't feel the tiredness when they're involved. So I think what I mentioned on MBA Universe was 38 to 45 as my 97 to 99 band. That is where it is. But as I said, disqualified all these cases with plus 2 3 marks and minus 2 3 marks on either side.
Okay.
But I mean, this is the logic that it seems to me. And I'm pegging the first slot 99 percentile as a slightly higher level than the second slot 99 percentile because of the drop in score in DILR. So DILR में करीब 5-6 मार्क का ड्रॉप तो दो अटेम्प्ट का ड्रॉप तो है ही दोनों के बीच में. Verbal and RC similar paper था और quants का भी similar paper था apparently. So there's not going to be much change in that, but DILR 5 marks drop. So if I peg a 105 kind of score for first slot, then I'll peg a 100 score for the second slot. That's what comes logically to me.
Okay.
Some years I've been spot on with my analysis, especially if I've given the paper, my analysis is much better. But some years it's gone haywire. So it's like a poll prediction. Right, you never know which prediction is.
कौन जीतेगा इस बारी?
But yeah, but I guess students should move on. That's my advice.
Okay.
Move on. It's part of your past now. You have to deal with what happened and move on. You got other exams in the calendar. You got ZAT, IFT, then you got a chance. Whatever you do, whatever percentile you get, you'll get a top call and a bottom call. So focus on the conversion of the call, of the top call. And then you also have a chance when you go to your B school. There's a second factor. How do you perform at the B school? So a topper of let's say a 90%, 92 percentile college. Let's say I'm Trichy kind of college, or 95 percentile maybe. The topper of that college will do better in life than or will get a better start or an equal start to the 100th ranker at Ahmedabad. So that is again in your hands. So there are so many things in your hands. But ultimately, the objective of an MBA is to engage into your professional career at a higher level. So these 2-3 things are still in your hands. How you do your group discussions, interview, and then how you do it at your B school. So those things are at your hands, and just keep executing excellence, and whatever you do, you'll do well in life.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Arun, for joining us. I mean, it's been a hectic day for you as well. I mean, you have been all over across different channels. Thank you for joining in. Guys, in case you want to look at Arun Sharma's courses, links will be available in the description of this video. Till we meet again the next time for the third slot analysis. Goodbye.
It's been a long day for you also, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty long day.